Hey guys, today I have this day to night makeup look. I'm going to be sharing how I got this soft, subtle daytime glam, and then I'll also be sharing how I amped it up just a little bit to a nighttime look or just a little bit more enhanced in the makeup look. So if you guys are interested, let's go ahead and hop on in. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is prime up my eyelids on a bare face. I do already have my brows done. I did my Anastasia dip brow. But for the lids today, I'm going to prime it up with Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I personally love using concealer to go ahead and prime up and hide any discoloration, but this will also help with the eyeshadows adhere and be a really good primer. So this is what I've been using a ton. I'm just going to put that all over my lids, up to my brow bone, and blend it on out. So next up, I'm going in with my realher shadow palette, and this is the number 3 I Feel Beautiful palette. I got it in this month's Boxy Charm. If you guys don't know, Boxy Charm, you get full-size items every single month for 21 bucks. Such a good deal because they're full-size and they're amazing products. So yeah, I got that in this month's Boxy Charm, and I love this palette because you can get a nice soft look, like I said, or you can amp it up to be a nice glam look. So I'm going to be doing both using this palette today, and I absolutely love it. So to start off with the shades, I'm going in with this shade right here. I'm going to buff it into my crease. It is a nice beige kind of color. It matches up with my skin tone a little bit, so I like it because it's going to cancel out anything that's on my eyelids, and it'll prep me for my transition. And for the daytime look, I'm not going to go too crazy with the eye look, so I like it because it's just very natural. So once I've built up that color to how I like it, I'm going to go in with the shade Alluring, which is a deeper type of like taupey color. I'm going to go ahead and put that right into my crease and blend it from outer to inner corner. I am going to be flicking it out just a little bit like I typically do in a lot of my eye looks, but I am keeping it generally in my lid space. And I would like to just get this in my crease area, blending it back and forth, and this will act as the transition. So I'm just going to keep on blending those colors back and forth and kind of meshing both of those shades we placed down on the eyelid there. And I'm going to be blending it up to my brow bone and just making sure that it all blends together. So because I'm not doing anything really crazy on the eye look today for the daytime look, I'm going to move right on over to the face right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my face like I typically do. In with my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and this is the Ultra HD. I absolutely love this. I did just try it out again, and I'm obsessed. I'm using the shade Y335, and I'm going to go ahead and blot this all over my skin with a damp beauty blender and blend it all the way down to my neck. For concealer, it is nothing new right now. I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Medium. I'm going to go ahead and put that right underneath my eyes, a little bit down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that down and together with the foundation, make it all mesh with this beauty blender again. And then I'm also going to go ahead and set it down with my Mercier translucent powder just to make sure there's no creasing, and I'm just typically putting that right underneath my eyes to, like I said, prevent the creasing. I'm also going to go in with this flower powder, and this is by the Drew Barrymore line. I'm going to go in with the shade LO2, and I'm going to go ahead and dust this a little bit on my face just to kind of set down the foundation. Taking the bronzer from e.l.f., I'm taking the shade St. Lucia. It is a bronzer and blush palette. I'm going to go ahead and blend this right into the apples/contour areas of my cheeks. And I'm going to be using the Sigma angled brush to do so. I'm absolutely obsessed with this palette. It has so much pigment to it, and it's so inexpensive. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that all over there, as well as my temples, and wherever I want just a little bit of bronzer to make the look a little bit bronzier, I'm going to go ahead and place it there. Over to the eyes really quick, I'm going to go ahead and use my Pure Cosmetics lashes in the style Jet Setter. I love these lashes. They're super like natural, but not so natural, if you know what I mean. Taking the Artist Couture Diamond Glow powder in the shade Conceited, I'm going to go ahead and take my highlighting brush and get a little bit of this diamond dust all over the brush. It is a very highly pigmented highlighter, and I'm only going to be using a little bit for the daytime. Putting that all over my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, by my cupid's bow, and everywhere I typically highlight, which is everywhere, but I'm not going to go so heavy-handed on this particular daytime look because I want to keep it a little bit more soft, but yet glowy. Then this also came in this month's BoxyCharm as well, and oh my god, it's so amazing. I love it. And then we're going to move over to some mascara on the lower lash line, which is the new L'Oreal mascara, and I'm absolutely obsessed with that mascara. It's so bomb. Now for a daytime look, if I'm not going to use a lip color, I will honestly just go in with this Too Faced Lip Injection Gloss. It's just a clear gloss and pulls up my natural pigment of my lip, and it gives like a nice neutral shade, I think, and it goes perfectly for a daytime look. So this pretty much wraps up the daytime portion of this makeup look. I absolutely love it, and I think it still looks put together and cute, and it's just perfect for an everyday daytime look. And now if you want to go ahead and amp this look up just a little bit more for a nighttime wear, then let's go ahead and do that. So going back in with that Real Her palette, I'm going to go in with that shade Alluring again, and it's like that deeper taupe kind of shade. I'm going to take this Sigma blending brush, and I'm going to blend this shade pretty intensely into my crease area, and I'm going to be blending it in circular motions back and forth, and really just getting that color to intensify a little bit more. Since we already had it there, it's just going to be amping it up just a little bit more. I'm also going to blend that shade down to the lower lash line, just a little bit, whatever's remaining on my brush. I'm picking up the deepest shade in this palette, which is the shade Divine. I'm going in with that same brush, popping a little bit into the outer corner area of this eye, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that just a little bit with my crease, but mainly focusing it on the outer corner. And I will also run this shade right below onto my lower lash line again, just so that color evenly blends and looks a little bit more smokier. And now with that same shade, I'm taking a more precise brush, and I'm just going to run that color directly on my lower lash line area to meet up with the outer corner color, and I think it just ties the look together. Then I'm going in with the Pure Cosmetics eyeliner. This is the shade Down to Earth. It's a brown color. I'm going to go ahead and run that right below my waterline, so I'm not going to typically get into the inner portion too much. I'm really keeping it on the outer portion of the rim, and I'm just going to put that right on the lower lash line. To go ahead and intensify the mascara, I'm taking that same L'Oreal mascara. I'm going to put a little bit more on my lower lashes and really separate them and get them look a little bit more full. In the beginning, I had a little bit less and more sparse, so we're just going to go ahead and amp that up just a little bit, as well as my top ones. I just want to make sure it blends into the root. Go ahead and pop on a little bit more of the Artist Couture Conceited highlight, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of go a little crazy because this is more of that going out type of look, or typically a look that I would generally wear, but not everyone is about highlight. So I'm going to go ahead and put this highlighter on my cheekbones, my nose, cupid's bow, and everywhere I normally would have a highlight, as well as my collarbone. I really love the highlighted look on the décolleté area. I think it's super gorgeous, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that on a little bit more intensely. Again, you do not have to do it this intense. I just like it that way. Go ahead and tight line a little bit. I'm taking this black liner from LA Girl, and I'm running a little bit of this liner on the upper portion of my eye just to make sure the lashes and everything blend. In with a little bit more of that e.l.f. bronzer and just putting it more into the apples of my cheeks, blending it with the highlight a little bit more and getting the look a little bit more bronzier. So I'm going right over top that clear gloss with the Ofra Cosmetics Liquid Lip in the shade Sao Pablo, I believe. Sorry if I mispronounce that. But it's going to take this liquid lipstick that was originally matte and turn it into more of a gloss, which I personally don't mind. I love that. And then you'll see I just go in a little bit more intensely with that shade Divine from this palette onto my eyes. I just want to make sure that the look is a little bit more smokier and blend it out a little bit better. So I will just go back in and add my desired colors. So that pretty much wraps up this daytime to nighttime glam look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it just goes to show you that you can use the same exact products that you've used in a subtle look and amp it up a little bit more to a more going out look, or just a little bit more intense. Again, this is not to say that you have to wear the daytime. In the daytime, of course, rock and do you, because I know that I would wear this darker look in the daytime for sure, because it's not that crazy. So if you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. I hope you guys did, and I guess I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Mwah.